What's up, YouTube? MCool40 here. I get to give you guys Justin Delhons' deck that he used this previous weekend and got 6th place at a regional in Canada. Kudos to you, Delhon. I'm very, very excited to see that you came up with a formula for the current format. His build is mainly built to handle Fire Fist and Mermails, which is basically the primary objectives of the current format. So I'm going to walk through some of his card choices, and we're going to talk about gadgets. It's been forever. So, to start off, two Tragwedia. Pretty basic. At the end of last format, Trag wasn't really doing much for me as a player, but Trag's one of those things, like, depending on who you're playing against and what you're playing against, it's still a very powerful card, and it still gives you access to take your opponent's monsters and, ride the defense game. Just kind of bad against Fire Fist, but, depending on the situation, you just board it out. On the Machina engine, the one cannon, the three fortress, and the three gear frames, a lot of people, for some reason, are cutting one fortress. I'm not quite sure what their reasoning is. I saw a few other deck lists top a few other events on this format, and they're not playing the three fortress like me and Delhon have been playing. But still, probably the best 7 card engine in the deck next to the 6 card Gadget engine. 2 green, 2 red, and 2 yellow. We prefer the 6 Gadget engine. It's just more consistent. As I've said in the past, it's pretty bad to, get the ability to OTA with offering. You have to put 3 more dead cards into your deck, and it just takes away from better resources all the way around. And then 2 Max C, still an amazing hand trap. Even if you 1-for-1 it, you still deck then 1 card. Still very nice as well. The 1 Heavy Storm. It's also playing 2 Double Summon. This is actually very important to the deck. You can go Gadget, search, Double Summon into another Gadget, and then you can go stop by Abyss Dweller, which, as long as you have protection against the Mermail deck, it's pretty much an auto -2 for them because they're going to have to bring out the Megalo to run it down. If they do bring out the Dragoons, you can just bottomless it or anything else that would be a threat to it. So, very nice. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Avarice. He's also playing the 1 main deck Soul Taker. I've seen a lot of people opting to play the 1 Soul Taker this format, just because general monster destruction against Fire Fist seems decent. I mean, yes, you can run into Tenkin, but the ability to blow up a Megalo, swinging per game, those rare instances that do occur, they are very nice. One Monster Reborn, triple Mystical Space Typhoon, and then the 1 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's very important against Bear and Gorilla. You just book it down before they can really do anything, and then run them down XYZ into your bigger play. Just generally prevents from losing to destruction cards. 2 Forbidden Lance, very, very important defensive offensive card. Makes your guys immune to spells and traps, and that's one thing I actually really like about Lance. I'm still not sure if I'm going to test Lance yet. I had failure problems with the last format, but still, Lance is very good. 2 Mind Crush. This is something that I was actually really happy to see Delhon actually go through with because we were talking about it. Mind Crush gives you the defensive ability to bottom out Megalo and Priestess from their hand when they reveal. So they still discard their 2 cards from Megalo as the cost, reveal it, and you can Mind Crush it away because they have to reveal for cost. So Mind Crush is very, very good, and with Fire Fist recruiting for everything from their deck, you can Mind Crush away anything safely. 2 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force. He put D Prison in the side, so Mirror Force is kind of like the blow out your field card. 2 Torrential, 2 Fiendish Chain. It's our effect Veiler, and I feel like it's more multi-purpose, and it draws an MST, which is very nice away from our more important cards. And then the Solemn Duo. Onto the extra deck. Big Eye, Pearl, Utopia, Shockmaster, 2 Gear Gigant X, 1 Fairy King, 1 Photon Bop Operative, Marrowgeist, Black Ship of Corn, Roach, Maystroke, 2 Dweller, like I said earlier, very important, especially for the Mermail matchup, and then 1 Cowboy. Alright, on to the side deck. This is where I get to have fun talking about. 2 Banisher. This has been like the bane of Mermail's day. You summon this, set 3 back row, and turn. Your opponent's just going to stare at you and go, oh, guess I lose. 2 Snowman Eater. Very important card against, Dino Rabbit and stuff like that. I mean, they're not really as present anymore, but still the ability to eat anything that's a threat to you, still very good. 2 DD Crow. His reasoning behind this, he is afraid of Grappa and afraid of Garudix. Once they start going, you just crow them away, and then you play the defense game. 1 Soul Taker, 1 Prison, or 1 Mirror Force, 2 Prison, 2 Compulse. Compulse is not really good this format in the main. If your opponent XYZs, they're probably already in a winning position, so not really doing anything to their XYZ is going to do much to you, unfortunately. And then Triple Soul Drain. Macro's kind of lost its edge as the format's going. Soul Drain's becoming more, potent, just because Magro does shut down our summoning condition of Fortress. At least under Soldier, we can still special summon it, and we might lose the destruction by battle effect, but that's okay because we can still spam Fortresses like it's our job. So, guys, this is Delhon's sixth place deck list from this previous weekend in Canada. I wanted to say congrats, Delhon. It's very nice to see that gadgets are still kicking and lively, and it's been a little while. So we'll see what happens to gadgets as the format goes on. Still very, very solid deck choice from most players. And as you can see, the main deck just keeps on evolving. So, guys, remember to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about this deck list. Once again, congrats, Delhon. And I will see you guys later on with more deck profiles. Later.